The heat and humidity crank up as we head into the weekend, but I'm tracking some rain on Sunday. I'll show you what that could mean for those humidity levels.
It's going to be a dangerously hot weekend, which can lead to heat-related illnesses. This morning, we have the signs and symptoms you need to know.
Electrical fires are on the rise.
Year-round, we have a hazard, whether we're doing Christmas lights in the wintertime or we're doing things around the pool and around sprinklers or home improvements.
5 things you can do today to keep your family safe.
Preventing more flood damage in the Metro East. The community working to purchase more than 3 dozen homes.
All aboard the Muni Express, where you can catch a ride to Forest Park tonight for $5 or less.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
Okay, here's the reason to smile, folks. It's Friday morning.
It is.
How about that?
Happy Friday.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Rennie Knott.
And I'm Sydney Stallworth. I'm in for Michelle, who's off today. Thanks for everybody for waking up with us at 6 a.m. It's already warm outside. Let me take a look at the bottom. We're at 73 at least right now.
It's the cool part of the day, though.
This is going to be the coolest we're going to get. Let's get on over to Anthony Slaughter, who's tracking this potentially dangerous heat, Anthony.
Yeah, we're headed to see a hotter day compared to yesterday. We reached 94 yesterday in St. Louis. We'll be at about 96 this afternoon. The clouds, there are some of them this morning, even some showers out towards western Missouri, but no rain here locally. I think today is going to be a dry day, but also turning steamy this afternoon. It's 60s for most of the region this morning. In fact, Lambert jumped up to 75 here now, but 64 in Mount Vernon, 69 in Perryville, even 65 in Warrenton and Chesterfield. So a refreshing start for some of you, but again, Lambert always running warm with that heat island that we talk about this time of year. 96, yeah, the heat island in full effect later on today. Even 94 over in Belleville, Alton 93, and same over in Chesterfield. This heat sticks around and ramps up tomorrow. We'll be up near 100 degrees. We'll talk about that and the rest of the weekend forecast coming up. Paul Cook is off this morning, so I will be handling your traffic, and so far so good. The interstates are actually all right this morning, but it is some side roads where we have some issues. There is a water main break at McKelvey and Dorset right off of 270, and it seems as though traffic is slowing up on Dorset, so you may be having some lane restriction there as volume starting to build now. And in North County, off of Lindbergh, near St. Denis Street and St. Ferdinand, you have a crash there that's been in the road now for an hour, so maybe that has been cleared away. We'll have more traffic and, of course, more weather for you as we move through this hour. Guys, back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Anthony. Well, you just mentioned we're only a couple of hours away from the temperatures hitting those sizzling highs again this week.
Brace for it. Our Travis Cummings is live in the Central West End with why it's important to know the risks that come with such hot weather. Travis?
Good morning, Rennie and Sydney. That's right. We're here at the Schlafly Library branch at Lindell and Euclid. This is one of 20 cooling shelters that will come in handy today. As you said, we're going to reach near the triple digits, not quite exactly, but regardless, this is something you do not want to play with, those types of temperatures. Heat stroke develops quickly and it does not care how old you are. Let's look at how exactly it forms here. It happens in just 10 minutes if you're sitting outdoors in extreme heat for heat stroke to develop. But it is important to note that heat stroke and heat exhaustion are 2 different things. And we want to make sure you know the symptoms and know what to do. According to the National Weather Service, heat cramps may be the first sign of heat-related illness. You may get painful muscle cramps and spasms in the stomach and experience some heavy sweating. You want to gently massage that area on your abdomen and sip on water slowly. Symptoms of heat exhaustion are dizziness, cool, pale, clammy skin, thirst, heavy sweating, nausea, and weakness. And then with heat stroke, you may start to get dizzy and confused and could even lose consciousness. And for all of these heat-related illnesses, you'll want to move to a cooler area, loosen up that clothing, remove any extra layers, sip cool water and ice down. And if those symptoms don't improve, seek medical attention, especially if someone becomes unconscious. And these are all important tips because 700 Americans die every year as it relates to excessive heat illnesses, okay? Coming up in the next half hour, we're gonna break down some of the other heat-related illnesses and some ways to keep you and your family safe. Live in the Central West End, Travis Cummings, 5 on your side.
Thank you, Travis. Right now, St. Louis doctors are warning parents, camp counselors, and coaches to watch their kids for signs of heat illness. Doctors lump kids with older people in the same group when it comes to the risk for heat exhaustion and heat stroke.
part of the difference between kids and adults is their size. I mean, they are much smaller than us, and so their temperatures can change, or they can be more affected by the ambient temperature more quickly. So they are a little more at risk for heat complications.
So if you can, move your outdoor activities to the early morning or late at night to avoid the midday afternoon sunshine. If you need help finding a cooling center near you, just text the word heat to 314-425-5355 and we will send a map to your phone.
New this morning, a 24-year-old man is in critical condition after a shooting near downtown St. Louis. It happened before midnight on Long Way in the Carr Square neighborhood. And we've reached out to police, and we're going to bring you the latest updates once we learn more information. Also this morning, a man is in custody in connection with a Cedar Hill shooting. That happened on Cedar Hill Road around 9:30 last night after reports of a fight in the area. And right now, we know one man was shot, and we are still working to learn more from police about his condition.
The time right now is 6:06, and soon the city of East St. Louis will buy 40 properties that experience frequent flooding. The Illinois Department of Natural Resources has given East St. Louis $2.6 million to purchase those properties in the Mary Avenue and Terrace Drive areas near Harding Ditch. Many are damaged or were damaged during the flash floods of July 2022. And the properties that are purchased, they'll be demolished and the area will be a public green space.
Staying safe while you're out in your backyard this summer. We'll tell you what you can do today to prevent a fire or an injury from happening in your home.
The Juneteenth celebration continues this weekend at City Park when you can shop from small black businesses and hear from local artists.